All right, we're good.
Big milk coming out of the big titties.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Loud Boys, everybody. We're a big podcast now.
We are.
We're the number one podcast on iTunes this week.
Has anyone found our britches? For we are too big for them.
So this is the series finale. You got to go out on top like Seinfeld, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Leave them wanting more before they even knew what they wanted in the first place.
Yeah, this is like any good band. We released 2, maybe 3 albums, all bangers, and then we split.
That's why I always get off stage after one joke, you know, because I'm always like, I got to open strong, and then I get a big laugh. I'm like, I got to go on a laugh.
That's the thing. Most people are focused on creating as much as possible. We want to create the same quality, but in a much smaller package. So that's why we're done.
We're the British office of podcasts.
We're the British office.
You're into the Loud Boys podcast? Yeah, too bad they all died of a heroin overdose years before you discovered them.
Oh, yeah, you'll never get to see them live.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll never get to go to a live recording.
Just imagine, it's the same as never getting to see the New York Dolls at CBGB.
Wow,
You'll never get to see the Loud Boys live at the Creek in the Cave basement.
I went by the old, this might just be in Southern New York, but I went by the old platform, and it's called House Party now.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
How crazy is that?
I mean, it's festive.
Will we still be able to perform?
I guess they're house shows now. Man, New York is back, dude. It's so nice out.
Yeah.
I was listening to a crazy New York Times podcast about the subway. Get this. Apparently, they have not changed the signals, the way they do the signaling, since 1930.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I know, dude.
It's broke all the time.
No, dude.
In fact, so they haven't changed it since the 30s. And they can't buy any more parts because nobody manufactures them anymore. So the subway technicians have to like make their own fucking materials to fix the subway. And then they're like these old timey clamps and shit. They're like fucking blacksmiths as well as subway technicians.
like there's like this scene throughout the New York subway where they're just like melting iron.
Yeah.
And they have a giant forge and a hammer where they're just
That's actually
kind of
cool,
parts.
man. That's like, have you watched that show, The Nick?
No.
It's like about surgeons in the early 1900s, and Clive Owen is a doctor, but he's also like a mad scientist trying to create his own tools to use in procedures.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening in our subway right now.
It's exactly what's happening in our subway.
They're the train doctors trying to figure out how to save humanity.
The good train doctor, and it's about autistic people that love trains.
I mean,
Wow, what a dream job for an autistic guy. Get to be a blacksmith and fix trains at the same time.
Yeah, we shouldn't fix those lights because, I mean, it's going to break these poor tards' hearts who get to live their dream of being a blacksmith and a train
Think
person.
of the tards.
Think of the tards, dude.
They get their own Trump, and they're like, we're going to bring back blacksmithing. Yeah!
Honestly, I'd be stoked for that. If Trump had been on a pro-blacksmith
Oh, my God.
tip, I'd have voted for him.
If the modern Nazi party just made our trains run on time, it would have the entire backing of the internet.
Yeah.
Folks, we're going to bring back swords, cutlasses, rapiers, katanas.
My wife will be wearing a corset, that I can tell you.
We're going to bring back daggers, all sorts of blades.
Back in the day, we'd have a big jug of mead. We love mead, don't we, folks? You have a big turkey leg, you have mead, and then you storm the castle, but then what gets in the way? The moat. We hate the moat, don't we, folks? It keeps you from storming the castle.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls, January 6th, 2021.
Dude, Renaissance Trump would rule.
Renaissance Trump.
Yeah. He just like looks at paintings. He's like, I could do that. He's like,
Gotta empty the chamber pot.
Yeah.
ugh, do not go in there.
He looks like the idealized like a Renaissance era man, just like a chubby little like.
I always thought he
kind
was
of thing.
beautiful,
Right.
Rubenesque.
He looks
Yeah.
like the model of a rich person from the 1400s. Yeah.
Like he would be eating like a giant like leg of lamb.
Yeah.
And he'd have like a giant goblet and shit.
Do you think he's gonna come back? I kind of feel like at this point he's kind of like more marginalized. I haven't heard from him.
He's the new minority.
Yeah.
There's more black people than there are Donald Trumps in this country.
Now,
Folks, when you think about it, I'm the minority. There's only one of me, a lot of black people.
We have to lift marginalized voices, folks. That I can tell you. So get me back on Twitter.
whatever.
Yeah, man, the subway's fucked. And it would apparently cost like $30 billion to fix it, and like they'd have to shut it down for like a month, which would be like $60 billion in lost revenue. So we're just fucked.
This is Dr.
We can't
Evil
even
money.
like chip away at it like bit by bit. Like we close it. Like instead of like 6 months of it being closed at night, we close it for like an hour every night for the next 8 years.
They tried doing that with the L. Yeah, you think they would have like done that while the city was on lockdown?
Do you guys
I thought they were doing something like
They
that.
fixed the L, but that's it.
Do you guys ever think about
Welcome
like,
back to the local New York Transit podcast.
I mean,
by the
we're
way.
talking nothing but MTA.
Well, you know who's
today.
who's
Yeah, while we're at it, these clowns.
MTA, my titties and ass.
Look, for those of you listening that don't live in the tri-state area, you could take a knee on this episode.
Or like stop listening. We don't want your
Yeah, 'cause
support.
this is-
Yeah, we want exclusively city folk to listen.
By
episode-
New Yorkers for New
Yeah,
Yorkers.
this has been.
If you even
this has
think
been
of bringing
some-
up the BART train, I'm getting the fuck. I'm getting you out of here, dude.
Yeah, we're talking all the great trains in New York: the A train, the C train, the E train, the F train,
I'm getting-
G train.
You know, our motto is train all day.
Train all day.
Joe Rogan podcast.
Joe Rogan podcast
All day.
all day.
Train all day, listen to Joe Rogan podcast on a train at night.
It's ironic
All
he loves
day.
training so much, but moved to somewhere with no public transportation.
Yes, isn't it ironic? It's like loving trains when you live in Austin.
You know what? It's like I'm not the one to point this out, but aren't like all those examples not good examples of irony?
None of them are actually.
Robbie,
they're
are you
just
are you?
immensely inconvenient?
This is like an open mic bit. I've heard open micers
I've
do this.
definitely heard this before,
but they've never answered the question. They only
Yeah.
toss out the hypothetical.
But you know what? That's been out there forever, but still, it's like the go-to thing people think of when they think of irony.
Let's fix the song then. Let's try to think of some things
All right.
that are ironic.
Okay, losing 100 pounds and getting hit by a car.
No, that's not ironic.
It would be like
that's
losing
a coincidence.
it's like losing 100 pounds and then finding out that fat is in. Isn't it ironic?
It's like deadlifting when you have Down syndrome.
How is that ironic?
Because you wouldn't expect someone with a disability like that to be able to deadlift.
Or like, why would he even need to train
retard
his
strength.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
like a
that's
thing.
right.
So yeah, now we're both 0 for 1.
But that would also be ironic because like, why would he need to lift for strength when he has the unrelenting adrenaline rush that his malformed brain is constantly pumping into his overexerted muscles?
That's true. All right, how about it's like lifting weights when you're just a skeleton. You were raised from the dead
See,
by a
that's not ironic.
necromancer.
That's not ironic either.
Why? You don't have any muscles. You couldn't.
But,
why am I-
but working out still increases bone mass and bone density.
But if you have no muscles, you can't
Yeah,
do
dude,
that.
well, this is
if
a
you're
jock
just a skeleton,
podcast.
you physically couldn't lift weights. Well, you have no muscles or
but
tendons.
is it even ironic? Does that count if it's ironic if it's a completely supernatural scenario? Like, yeah, I can invent something like, a dragon.
I would say the
A
supernatural.
dragon needing a lighter to light a cigarette.
I would say the supernatural.
That's ironic,
by
right?
definition.
Is that ironic?
What?
Depends on the dragon.
A
isn't
dragon
it?
using a lighter to light a cigarette?
Is this like one
That
of those?
is ironic.
Is it like a
ironic?
I
European?
think that would be ironic.
All right,
the
okay, we
dragon.
both got one then.
The dragon would not need the lighter.
I didn't know we could like invent like storybook things.
Yeah, now that we've established the rules, can someone please explain irony to us?
If you know what irony is, call in.
Now that we've created this Dungeons and Dragons version of ironic,
1-800-888-CUMIA. That is our phone number. Call in. We should get the Compound Media phone number and have our fans call in.
I mean, I'm sure anyone who's, if we have some new listeners, they probably have
So
that
Kumia's
number.
on the air and they're like, hey, can I talk to Dalton? He's like, who the fuck is Dalton?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Oh, man.
Damn, I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Dude. Dalton, you seem great. Dalton,
I'm feeling much better.
Ian,
Thank God.
I was telling you off air, like, Ian, I did feel bad that I was like I was kind of a bad friend in terms of like not keeping you off the sauce, I think. I wasn't like encouraging you to drink or anything like that, but I do feel bad that I like kind of wasn't considering it.
And I was a bad coworker for doing the same.
Because you seem like you're much more present now.
Yeah, I was lost in the
Sauce.
In the ether.
In the ether, I was huffing ether as well as drinking, and it was becoming my ether problem actually was becoming much more of an issue.
But
Would
yeah,
you
you
say-
seem present.
yeah.
You're quicker. You're funny. I mean,
Would
we were all kind of we were coming out of a dark winter.
The darkest.
Joe was thriving, but Dalton
like-
and I had a tough one.
And like I was worried because my friends were going through such a tough time.
all right,
I
shut up, Joe.
had a tough dude.
You know what's funny is that's a totally reasonable thing to say for a normal person, but because it's Joe, I'm like, that's so outlandish. I don't even believe it for a fucking second.
It honestly offends me.
That's like such a reasonable thing for any. I was upset because my friends were going through a tough time, but because it's Joe, I'm like, well, that's just so clearly a lie.
I'm glad you're all here. We made it.
I did have a.
There we go. That was an actual sincere moment from
See,
Joe.
it was a sincere moment.
Wow,
Dalton.
mark it. That's that's a first.
Timestamp.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, you're welcome, my dear friends.
Joe's chaotic evil.
No, Dalton, stop saying that, dude. You're gonna manifest
It's
that.
like saying I'm sorry when you're chaotic evil.
Oh, that's irony. Okay. Oh, fuck, Atlantis. Why didn't you just say that?
I think this is unaware. That's not really ironic.
Well, it would be I don't, dude. I don't think I know what irony is.
Well, neither did she, and she got fucking rich off it.
All right, dude. It doesn't matter. We could take this Dungeons and Dragons
The only
Atlantis
people who really-
Morissette
The only people who
idea.
really know what it is are like dog shit alt comedians, and we're not that, so fuck it.
We should create a D&D expansion that's Dungeons and Dragons Jagged Little Pill.
I don't get it.
Because we've been doing
That's the same.
we've been
that
doing
album.
like weird D&D ironic riffs.
Yeah.
So we do a whole expansion of
Right.
D&D based on Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah. I don't know anything about
Nobody
D&D.
would see it coming. The Jagged Little Pill.
That's a line from the.
Roll for getting blown in a theater.
Yeah.
Come
That
on,
was like
guys.
one of like those saying,
Uh-huh.
Dave
I don't know. I wish
I
wish I could riff this out, but I don't know anything about Melissa Etheridge or Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm just
It's
gonna.
Alanis.
Or Alanis
She was the one who
Morissette,
fucked
sorry.
Dave
I get
Cool-
them.
yeah.
I get them confused all the time.
What did Melissa Etheridge sing?
Oh, she said,
Look.
"Come to my window."
90s were such a big time for chicks with an acoustic guitar.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
no
Lisa
joke.
Loeb.
They kind of ruled though. I miss them.
Yeah.
Sheryl Crow.
I'd
What's
love
her
to
name?
eat
Nelly
some-
Furtado.
No, yeah. Katie Lang,
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Future mayor of New York.
We doing improv games now?
Word Association.
Yeah. I did have a tough winter. I finally I buckled down today and because I gained so much weight. I bought some XL t-shirts and I hate it.
That's okay,
Back
dude.
in an XL.
You'll be back. But you know what's nice? You'll lose weight and then you can throw them in the wash and they'll shrink.
Yeah, or like if you have a girl over, she can like wear those.
Girls
when she's like making
love
yeah.
wearing my t-shirt.
It would be funny
When
if I had
she's
a
making
girl.
you breakfast
What is that
the next
about? It's like,
morning.
dude, why are you wearing my shirt? You're not sexually
It
satisfied.
would be funny if I had a girl over and
I clearly disappointed you. Why are you wearing my clothing now?
it would be funny if I
You didn't make me come. I'm keeping the shirt.
It's a fair trade, actually. Dude, I got to stock up on shirts because there's going to be a lot more of that in my future.
Dude, it would be funny if I had a girl over and I gave her one of my XLTs to wear and it's still too tight on her. Like, she's poking out of it. And it's like, I thought girls love this. You like wearing it like a gown?
You start wearing shirts that say like Dalton's bitch on it, like in anticipation that a girl will wear it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just make my own merch for the women that I fuck.
Dalton's Angels.
Dalton's, yeah. Here you go, bitch.
Here you go, bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can wear my shirt.
Tell them
bitch.
to use the promo code bitch to let them know I sent you.
That's BIH.
Yeah. That's
Did anyone say instead of Blue Lives Matter, Blue Chew Matters?
Ooh.
oh.
How come they don't have cops like selling that shit?
Yeah. Respect the blue.
Yeah. I'm a retired cop, and when I'm not killing minorities, I like to use Blue Chew to get an erection.
I don't leave the house without my Oakley sunglasses and my Blue Chew. How about Blue Chewbacca?
All right. Go.
Hand job solo.
Okay.
And
So we're doing the Zack and Miri joke.
no.
We're just doing Star Wars.
Damn. Well, you know what
Wow.
they say with that parallel thinking. Time to look into the camera and start
Wow,
crying.
dude. I just got severely owned. I just walked into the to Kevin Smith.
Robbie, you are the Sam Kinison, Louis J. Gomez, and Kevin Smith of this podcast. The holy trinity of cool guys. You encapsulate
They all love podcasts.
Yeah. Oh, if Sam Kinison had a podcast, it would probably be on the Daily Wire.
Oh, yeah.
Volume control with Sam Kinison.
What do you think Kinison would do?
Hold on, that was so good, dude. Volume control with Sam Kinison.
The whole episode would just be peaking levels, just like.
Oh, yeah, it would sound like you were getting torpedoed by a submarine.
His producers and a soundboard just frantically adjusting dials to try to compensate for the distortion.
Yeah. Do you
May
get
he
a
rest
vape?
in peace.
I mean, this is just disposable.
Oh, okay.
That's the cool thing about quitting drinking is you still harm your body, but you don't black out. You know?
That scares me still that you
Were
say
you blacking out a lot?
Yes.
I blacked out a lot in my early 20s, and this last run I had at being an alcoholic, I wasn't blacking out, but I was just feeling like shit all the time.
It was like every day, right? You were
Oh,
doing
dude, just because I'm working from home, so it's like 8 a.m. Drank. 9
8 a.m.?
Yeah, I would crack open a White Claw at like 8 a.m.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, it's a stressful job.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. Your job that you're always like at 2 p.m. You're like, man, I'm watching Korra and the Legend of Korra.
No. I'm working very hard, and I need something to take the edge off.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dom's a hard worker.
I need something to take the edge off before I clock in. You know, I clock in at 9 by 8:30.
I don't think I even realized it was getting that bad.
Well, I mean,
Or maybe I was just willfully.
I was
willfully
Look,
ignoring
the money was coming in from the podcast. We didn't have time to address it.
No, I was like a housewife.
Hold on,
and Joe was our child.
I was keeping it together.
Exactly. The fucking Omen child.
I was like, no, everything's fine. Oh, maybe he could cut back here.
Well, the thing is, I was keeping it together, but that's still not good. Like, even though I was like functioning at work and doing good and like making sure I handled myself. Mm-hmm. It's still not good to start drinking at 8 a.m.
That is tough when you're a functioning alcoholic because then it's like, well, nothing's really making me stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also like with the pandemic, there's so many people that are doing that.
Yeah, they're like, is it 1 o'clock yet?
Yeah. And but it's like, unfortunately, I just can't drink because it's like, it's not too long before if I start drinking, it's just counting down to when I'm like rummaging through all my cabinets trying to find something that has alcohol in it, like chugging NyQuil or vanilla extract or something like that.
Damn, dude.
What about vanilla ice tract?
What?
Vanilla ice
tract.
It's an
Tract.
extract.
Okay.
You'd laugh if it wasn't so close to home, you raging.
Yeah. It was.
I'm fine with that one.
Honestly,
that was not one of my best.
Hey, Robbie, some things you just shouldn't joke about.
Vanilla ice.
So are you cured now, Dalton?
Well, look, you're always.
Did you ever take that pill that like makes you?
I'm supposed to go pick that up. My psychiatrist prescribed that, and I just haven't been in the pharmacy yet.
Do you want us to go with you?
No.
Yeah, you want me to hold your hand?
I tell you, I'm doing good. It's warming up. I'm getting fit again. I've been doing my push-ups.
It really is amazing how much the weather does make you feel. I feel so much better.
Seasonal
now. It's, like,
affective disorder.
I get really depressed in the winter. Although it was nice in the Bay Area, now it's still pretty depressed. I mean, this coronavirus shit fucking sucks. It sucks my dick so hard.
Oh, man.
Damn,
we're the first. You heard it here first, folks. Coronavirus fucking blows.
But you know what? We're humans and we're adaptive creatures, but I still keep getting reminded like every single goddamn day how much it's unnatural, man. And it's like sad.
People should be free to take the risks they want to take. Open up.
Well, I was getting
open.
in an argument about in one of my group chats where we were like debating whether or not California did a good job like locking down, and I was like researching deaths per capita and I was like, this is so sad that I have to think about like deaths per capita. You know what I mean? Like that's just like such a thing that it sucks that it's such a part of our daily lives now, just like thinking about death that much.
Yeah, my name is Deaths Per Capita.
Yeah, my name is Death Per Capita.
My name is Deaths Per Capita.
Death Per Capita.
Yeah, and I'm here with to sell you some Cutco knives.
Def Jam Per Capita.
Def Jam Per Capita. Ladies, sisters, who's drinking tonight?
Def Capita Jam.
Man, we are retarded.
Yeah.
We are the dumbest people alive.
I was trying to make a sincere point, and
well, I got it in my head that a funny black guy name would be Deaths Per Capita.
No, you're right. We both had one. I did vanilla ice extract, and you did Def Per Capita.
Deaths
Death.
Maybe let's riff both of those out. What if Deaths per capita met Vanilla Ice Tract?
Yo, what's up? I got this vanilla cake for you.
Oh, thank you. This is for my daughter's quinceañera.
Do 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 do.
And scene. There we go.
Some gold.
I bet you didn't know that Deaths per capita was also Dominican.
That's like this podcast, just 3 mediocre ideas put together.
Voltron of a somewhat good idea.
Joe.
Somewhat good idea.
Dude, Joe watched that riff happen like a fucking crash at a NASCAR race. He was just in awe of how bad that was going.
I loved it. I was like, how lucky am I to see an idea be born before my eyes?
No, dude, you watched Dale Earnhardt die.
We need to go back to some of the old material. Let's do like an old chestnut. Let's do Queen of the Hill again.
No, we don't have to do. We don't have to do a clip. We don't have to. We're not stuck in an elevator. We don't have to do a clip show.
Oh
well. We got all these new. We got all these high ratings now.
Oh, let me just lock the door here. All right.
Hey, remember?
I'm trans.
I cut off my cock.
I'm being sodomized, and I love it.
Dad, I mean, Mom.
Bobby, don't misgender me, and don't dead name me.
Are you a woman now, Hank?
Oh boy,
man, hell, man, cut off his old penis, man. I don't talking about woman shit, man. Talking about penis sitting down, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
Hank, I'm telling you, the hormone replacement is actually mind control. I don't know how to do Dale.
I'm trying to respect your pronouns, Hank.
Who is that?
I'm trying to do Dale.
What the hell?
Or not Dale, Bill. Yeah.
Hank. Bill Dotrieve here.
Is this kind of what Dale sounds like? Right?
That's closer to what
that was like
Dale.
more Bobby though.
Hey, Dad. You gay. Where's Hank?
Yep, that's Dale. Dale Gribble.
I do a pretty good Dale. But Hank, I don't want to go skis. I'm going to catch him in the air, Hank.
Damn it, Dale, you have to go to school.
But I hate cow.
No more cheesy poofs, Dale. You need to watch your weight.
I'm Lisa Traeger, Dad.
Man, yeah, we're really good at impressions.
I'm so hot. This room is. I forgot how hot it gets.
All right, well, oh, we're able to leave now.
All right, goodbye. I'm gonna take out my sweater.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Looks like Dalton's plan is working.
What's my plan?
Get us all naked.
Get you guys sweaty.
Yeah,
so you could.
It's like a sauna in here. So you're a health nut now.
Total health.
You back on running?
I've been walking. I've been doing my push-ups. I've been feeling pretty good the last week.
You should go to AA.
I went to a meeting just before this.
How was it?
It was nice. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
What were the names of the other people?
He can't talk about that.
I'm fine talking about I'm fine talking about my struggle, but I'm not at liberty to share anyone else's struggle.
So I'm assuming it was like a Zoom
meeting,
and did you find talking about it did help you make sense of it?
I mean, I barely said anything. I just kind of listened to other people's stories and before
the grace of God go on.
I didn't want to say that.
Did it make you feel better or worse? Or
it made me feel good. It reminded me of going to church as a kid because I grew up in the church, and it's like AA is kind of asks you to find a higher power, which a lot of people are skeptical of because they're like,
but you love it.
He loves God.
I love
dude.
God, but a lot of people who have in secular society who have created the new. Where
new,
it's like
new
hard,
rule.
New rule. Yeah, people like that when they befoul AA because of the God thing. It's not so much there probably are people who believe in the Christian God,
of course,
but it's more like
something larger than myself.
Yeah, just accepting that you're not your own God.
Right. You're not the center of the universe.
You're not in control of everything.
Yeah.
What's your higher power, Dalton?
The friggin' flying spaghetti monster.
I was gonna say freedom. The American flag. I mean, America.
Yeah, is it?
No, it's.
I do love America.
I do love it. Maybe my higher power is these United States.
I loved your tweet, but not to change subjects, but I loved your tweet about how all that prince and king stuff just reminded you of how we don't have kings and queens here, and it just reminds us of American freedom.
That royal family shit is so weird to me because people act like they're prominent political figures, but it's celebrity gossip.
It's like Kim Kardashian shit.
Yeah.
They're literally just
but,
rich,
but
wealthy.
they
yeah.
do fucking. Imagine if our tax dollars went to Kim Kardashian.
I mean, at the
that is so fucking.
Well, the thing
I would fucking behead those fuckers like the fucking French.
I
if that
know.
were the
Imagine,
case,
but they
dude.
love it. Like the royals are really.
But like
popular in
British
Britain.
people are so indoctrinated, like they need that idea of it. It's like how America was so ingrained in the idea of like, I need to go to an office. And it took like this world changing epidemic for people to realize like, well, maybe like the world and the society that we have been used to isn't necessary. But
society.
yeah.
That is forgotten.
But England, they don't have that shit. They're still like, oh, but like everyone else.
Well,
like,
yeah,
what
it's
the
just
fuck-
so entrenched in their cultural traditions and stuff.
Well, no, England.
But that's the thing. It's like it's all like their bullshit, and it sucks. And that's why I kind of resent this like Meghan Merkle, Prince Harry story that they made it so it's now a United States culture war issue. And I'm like, I don't want anything to do with it.
Also,
Yeah, this
hold
bitch
on.
left America to go marry some foreign devil, and now she comes crawling back to us. I don't think so, Megan. Go stick in that fucking nasty ass fucking white fucking cesspool you decide to leave this great country for.
How do you not know what that is? It's like she's like, I was aghast that the fucking king and queen had old fashioned that. It's like she's a fucking king and queen.
Yeah, it's like England, dude. They kill people. They kill people over spices.
Are you surprised that these inbred fucking weirdos are weird?
When I married into the family of Prince Andrew, I was surprised they were a little racist.
Hold on, let's talk about it. Meghan Markle. She's definitely not black. That bitch is an octoroon at best.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
It's like she's such a whitewashed POC, and those are the ones that claim the most like POC.
Oh,
value,
absolutely.
except for me. But always like it's always like a hot half something woman who
quarter something.
woman who's always like as it is like, dude, you're hot. You're a hot woman. You are top of the list in terms of like how people treat you.
That would be funny if
and she's rich and she went over there. She got all the fame and celebrity, and then she's like, I don't like this. I'm gonna like say everyone's racist and move back, and I'm bringing Prince Harry with me, and we're gonna be actors in LA like I always wanted. And everyone's like, what a brave feminist queen. And it's like I don't buy that. I really don't buy how they're spinning this.
That would be sick.
And you know what? I do believe that they're probably racist, but it's like, how the fuck did you not think that these old British people were gonna be racist?
It's England, dude. Like England's a fucking like everyone thinks it's all like fucking tea and crumpets, but they forget like the thousands of years of colonialization behind.
It's also whips and chains.
Yeah.
A lot of it, dude. Triangle trade, baby.
Triangle trade, trading the pussy.
They invented slavery, really.
Yeah, that's why I call getting pussy the triangle trade.
Yeah.
Trading my.
You know, I've said this shit to people like, "Are you against interracial marriage?" I'm like, I'm the product of an interracial marriage. I'm totally into it.
And I hate it.
You know what I do? You know what I do hate? Fucking fame whoring and pretending, and everyone calling you brave when you're a fucking princess, a rich princess. I hate that.
It would
shit.
be sick if the baby did come out super black, and it's like me, myself, and Irene.
And Harry's like, boy, oh boy.
And the
oh
baby's
boy.
just like, shit, Dad, why you talk so funny?
And the curb music plays over Prince Harry.
Yeah. Boom, 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 ba, ba, da. My kid is black.
I've made a big mistake.
Remember when Prince Harry?
Also, she's light skinned. Of course, that baby's. Whoever asked her that question about how dark do you think it's going to be was a dumbass, because that's going to be a light skinned.
They should look for that in sonograms.
They wouldn't even fucking notice anyway, dude. Like that baby was gonna be like 1/15 black.
Of course.
They-
all that matters in today's society is if you're rich. If you just act rich, nobody gives a
They
fuck.
should be able to tell you the race of your baby along with the gender. They should be able to tell you it's going to be a boy and his flesh tone will be peach.
Yeah. I don't know why that shit bothers me so much. I think it's just like it was a cross section of all my least favorite things, like culture war bullshit. Like also it's like Dan Wicks actually sent me a funny tweet that
local hero
that they deleted.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Dan Wicks.
Well, he loves,
It was funny.
He loves
didn't
to message
write.
me
Hold on.
incel things.
Robbie, let me say
Yeah.
something. It was funny. He didn't write it.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I like it. Take that, Dan. Fuck off. But he sent me a tweet that was like, okay, so she would have been totally fine benefiting off the fruits of colonialism if they were just a little less racist. It's like, yeah, that's a good point. Like, why are you looking for moral, like, you were totally fine with being a part of an objectively evil family, but they were just mean to you.
Yeah, man. Remember, and like Harry's. Remember when he dressed? Remember when
I
Prince
just feel
Harry?
bad for Harry because I have seen that kind of guy who's like, why isn't he the hero? He gave up everything.
Yeah, he dressed up as
He's
a
the one who-
Nazi when he was 15,
Yeah.
and now he's like a simp. What happened, dude?
He's the one who
Used to be
actually had to
cool.
sacrifice something.
I guess it's true. They say once you go black, you never go back.
So back to your family.
Yeah, the black pussy tore him away from his royal family.
Yeah.
Well, that royal family, they're a bunch of cards.
Yeah. And they're the cards against humanity.
Did you even get what I was
Dalton,
saying?
you have to laugh, dude.
I don't get it.
We're
no.
on thin ice.
The royal family is a bunch of cards.
I don't get it.
Jack,
A deck of
king,
cards.
queen, jack,
Oh, okay.
a 10.
Who's the 10?
Meghan Markle.
Who's the current Duke of England right now?
The dog from Bush's Baked Beans.
It's actually King Ralph.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem. Yeah.
It's time to kick ass inside Parliament.
It is I, Duke Nukem.
It's Marmaduke, actually.
Marmaduke Nukem.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it's like Meghan Markle was like, yeah, the royal family is like fucking racist, and then like fucking Prince William is like, whatever, dude.
Also, like, she knew before she married him that Prince Andrew's a pedophile. Why did you care about that? Because it doesn't have to do with her.
Who gives a shit about any of this, man? It's like
I'm never going. Yeah,
I see these celebrity gossip stories, and it's like the royal family probably is part of the elite cabal of pedophiles.
Of course, they probably eat children.
Ain't nothing I can do about it, man. It's just designed to make us feel stupid.
Right. But it's just all a sideshow. But the problem is it just gets people arguing over like race.
Afro circus, Afro circus.
Yeah.
Madagascar.
Yeah, they're real Stephen Kings because they're a bunch of clowns.
Rest in peace.
What was that bit we were doing last night? It was like the original Stephen Kings of comedy.
Oh, yeah, the original Stephen Kings. I forgot what
I
else
can't
we
remember
said?
what we were doing. It was like Pennywise, but he's Bernie Mac.
Oh, yeah. It was really good. And that moment was very, very funny.
We all float down here, motherfucker.
What? Ah, fuck.
Beep, beep, Richie. Beep,
We
beep,
had some-
motherfucker. All right.
I'm trying to.
You trying to think of one?
I'm trying to think of one, but I can't. I already made the jokes. And I can't even
well,
remember
let's
them.
see. Jack
let's see.
Torrance from The Shining, but it's D.L. Hewley. You could just do a black voice, and we'll probably just go along with that. That being D.L.
Damn,
Hewley.
I'm really reaching a roadblock. Cedric the Scary Story.
I ain't gonna hurt you. I just want to bash your brains in.
I am scared of you, motherfuckers, because it's a horror movie.
Oh yeah. What else? What's another Stephen King character? Carrie. Carrie. Cujo. All right.
Joe Gorman.
Cujo the Entertainer.
I never saw much of Steve Harvey after that day.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, I forget about the non-horror.
Yeah, The
ones.
Green Mile, Stand By Me. There's plenty of.
But those, I mean, there's actual black people in those movies.
well, the real horror is the darkness of society.
What about Martin Luther Stephen King? I had a nightmare.
that's good. I like that. I have a nightmare. There's a clown and a giant turtle. A bunch of kids have sex in the sewer.
It was a dog, and usually dogs are nice, but this one was me.
It's about a teenage girl who gets her period too late, and she ends up killing everybody at prom.
My car was evil.
There's a very spooky car in my nightmare, and I believe one day none of our cars will be spooky again. We're gonna get rid. And don't take us the wrong way. We're going to get... I'm not going to say it. We all know what I was about to say. I'm not going to say it.
Here's Malcolm.
Woo!
All right, we're back.
This is fun. just running with the dumbest ideas on the planet. I've been listening to ICP again.
Oh, no.
I'm back.
What's
I'm
happening to you, Dalton?
I'm down with the clown, dude. I'm all
going
about
on,
clown
buddy?
love.
Stop drinking
My
wines.
my higher power is the Dark Carnival.
Oh, I love it.
Shangri-La, my brother. They do have a fun.
What about Shane Grillan? He's like, hell yeah, dude, you got to meditate.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They have I like their album The Great Malenko. I believe it's the fourth Joker's card, if anyone wants to fact check that. They have a song called Hocus Pocus that has a lyric I really like where Shaggy Two Dope goes, call me a psycho schizo freak and I'll call you by your name, Dick Anus. And that always makes me laugh.
Dick Anus, that's pretty
Dick
good.
Anus. Yeah, dude, that band rocks.
May they rest in peace, man.
Yeah. I'm also a film buff now.
Oh, what movie were you last
Dude, so I tried to listen to that
the Louis Kubrick
the
thing?
podcast that Renan and Joe did with Louis, and it's like Renan's a funny dude. I don't know him that well.
He's a great stand-up.
He's a funny stand-up, but man, he was pissing me off in that episode.
His takes were such dog shit.
He was saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard
What's
about.
the dumbest thing he said?
He just was like saying
His whole thing was like, Stephen King is overrated. I don't really get it.
It was, yeah, and he was saying
really
like how Kubrick is like didn't know what he was doing in Eyes Wide Shut and was like I don't know. He was just saying a bunch of dumb shit.
There's a lot of like hot takes, like, oh, this thing everyone likes. Actually, it sucks.
But the most annoying thing he would do is
that.
Louis would say something like super profound about like 2001, and then Renan would just kind of mimic what he said, but as a fucking idiot. Just be like, yeah, I don't know. But I ended up just shutting it off and watching 2001, which I had never seen before. I got super stoned.
What do you think the overall? What do you think the message of that movie was?
The story of humanity is one of curiosity and violence, and those two things just coincide with each other, and there's no way of having one without the other. But together we discover that there are giant star fetuses out there in the universe. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like because it's like.
Did you like it?
Dude, that was a religious experience for me, dude. I was high as shit.
I'm glad, because a lot of my friends don't like it. They think it's like a boomer thing, but I think it's a great movie.
It fucking, dude, it's like for that time, what he was asking of the audience by having just these long stretches
Silence.
of just silence. It's such a.
That podcast was worth it because Louis was fantastic on it too. I think all of his takes were like, I was like, I fucking miss this guy.
It's
he's
also-
so smart and he's a great filmmaker.
That movie blew me away by just how he adhered to physics. This was like before. This was before Neil deGrasse Tyson would pop up after every space movie and be like, "Well, actually, I'm gay." You know what I mean? Like he fact checks like when gravity comes out and shit like that.
Right.
This was before all that. But it's like that scene where Dave has to get back into the ship, and so he lines up his pod with the airlock, and it's like they don't tell you what's like about to happen. There's no like dialogue where he's like, "I need to prepare myself for the vacuum of space where there will be no sound or whatever." It's just this tense scene, and then he opens it up, and then all the sound cuts out of the movie, and you're just seeing what's happening. And then once the airlock closes, all the sound I thought that was like. That blew me away. I was like, that fucking rocks.
I really didn't like how much they disliked Eyes Wide Shut because I think that movie holds up really, really well. It's just like
probably better now than
yeah, especially with all like the Hollywood pedophile cabal shit. It's like, damn, this like I mean, like what they were into is tame by today's standards, but that idea of like uncovering a conspiracy and a secret society just really resonates so much right now, like with incel guys like us.
Yeah,
especially.
I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of film criticism because there are critics out there who are legit artists. Like the way they write about movies is inspiring. But I find that most criticism is like it just is silly because like, did I enjoy the movie or did I not?
That's what I was hoping I'd like about the podcast because it's just comic, talking shit. I actually like film criticism, although I think most mainstream film critics now it's so like, all right, did it star a woman? Yes. Good review.
Well, there are just too many times. There's just too many times when I'm reading like a film review and I'm like, am I not? I like this movie, and this guy's telling me I'm not supposed to like it. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, that's why you only read reviews that validate your pre-existing opinion. But I don't know. I liked what Louis was saying. Like he was very insightful about like Kubrick and stuff like that, and like the nature of genius and like auteur theory and stuff like that. Like that stuff's good. But it was just like everyone likes this, but it sucks. It's like that's not a productive kind of film criticism. But I like
I hate Letterboxd.
I like it, and I like my friends on it, but the ones that get the most likes on Letterboxd are horrifically
It's the
bad.
gayest shit I've ever seen because I don't want to hear what dumb fucking broads have to say about movies I like.
It's all like Sims being like, oh, a woman that's into movies, just like me. I gotta like that. Oh, you're right, men are trash, because it's all fucking weak beta cowards on there, not like me, strong alpha.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think about movies?
I don't like movies. I like the movies I film in my bedroom by women crying to be let back to their houses.
I figured that's what you were gonna say.
No, I watched Eyes Wide Shut. I watched 2001:
Did you like
Space
it?
Odyssey. I think they're okay. I think like with Kubrick, it's really more of like an experience of watching, and it's more about the emotions that it elicits rather than the coherent storyline. And I'm speaking specifically about The Shining because that's the one I return to. Like that of all the Kubrick films, I
That's
can
my favorite
rewatch.
one,
Yeah,
too.
I can easily rewatch The Shining, and even though like it's vastly different from the book, I still notice like little things. And it's also that
I think it's better in the book.
Oh, that
Yeah.
pissed me off on that show. They were like, Shining's good, but I don't know. They could have recast Jack Nicholson. It's like, what the
No, that
fuck
was
are you
like-
talking about? He's so good in that movie.
Because like it's like it's that
he is that movie.
Yeah, that unsettling tension throughout the entire movie. Like that it was that scene where when little Jack Torrance is saying like I read it, I saw it on the I watched it, I saw it on TV, and like Jack Note goes, it's okay. He saw it on TV,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's like, damn.
What's great about that movie is you still kind of like that guy even when he's evil.
I've read the book, and I can tell you for a fact the movie is miles better than the book.
It's vastly different.
Yeah, going back to Stephen King, like I think Kubrick was able to kind of ground it and make it speak to a larger point about humanity than Stephen King, whose whole like the entire message of the book is just like ghosts are creepy.
The book, well, yeah,
I
that's
guess
the
it's
thing.
also about alcoholism.
The book just
too.
spells everything. Yes. That's why I love
The book
I
leaves no
resonate with
question, but the movie, it's like, well, did this
The
happen? or was
movie is
everyone
about
just-
well, the movie is honestly it's kind of like a familial. It's like kind of tapping into like a man's desire to kill his family.
Well, I think it's.
I mean,
also,
the movie's really about how women need to stop bothering their husbands.
yeah, if
if you don't want no trouble.
I think the message of the movie is that big houses are scary sometimes.
Big houses are one of my top 3 fears is a house that's too big.
Yeah.
The other 2 are commitment and bees. I'm scared.
I have a
of
Seinfeld movie you should never see then. It's
what is it?
well, I don't even want to say it. It's going to freak you out.
What's the name of the movie?
I don't want to even say it.
Tell me the name of the movie.
Comedian.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
What's it about? It's not about bees,
this
is it?
incredible comic Orny Adams and this over the hill loser
Yeah,
who just
this
won't let it go.
Out of touch sensei and this brilliant prodigy.
Dude, you want to hear something funny?
To see a teacher so jealous of a student.
How crazy is that Orny Adams was 29 in that movie?
That is crazy.
First of all, he looked 40. When I was like a kid, I was like, look at this. This guy's kind of old too, even though he's like the new comic.
Well, I remember just thinking like when Orny Adams was like, and this is how I organize everything. I'm like, I guess that's how I have to like have all my
No,
notes and shit.
like, everyone thought that guy looked like a psycho. I think he don't.
Dude, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
This is probably a year ago. I saw this. But,
You think that was like an intentional choice by like Seinfeld to be like, I'm gonna have like this creepy, irritating guy. I know like they were both like I know Shapiro fucking was the manager for both of them, but like, do you think that was like a conscious effort of Seinfeld's or like because like I mean, there's
Wait,
so
the
many
lawyer?
No,
Robert
Orny.
Shapiro?
No, yeah.
No, Rick Shapiro.
Yes, I'm gonna get you booked.
hey.
Okay, you just give me $20, I'll get you booked.
You got any crack?
Look, all I need is $15, I can get you booked. Just $10, I can get you booked on a show.
I think it was I think that documentary, like most documentaries, is like accidentally great because I think Seinfeld's whole thing was like, yeah, let's do a young comic and me, and we'll do parallel. But they accidentally stumbled upon like an obsessive weirdo who's just like so deeply unlikable.
That's what any good documentary does. They think they're gonna do one thing and end up doing something completely different.
Yeah, you ever watch Capturing the Freedmans?
Is that about the Holocaust?
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Heartbreaking. fast.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, what the fuck? That was good. No, it's like I'm pretty sure like it was that guy who did the Jinx. It was like his first one. And they were like going to his like original idea was just like profile a birthday clown or something, and he ends up like uncovering this case about like this like normal dad who was like arrested for child pornography. It's like really, really good, yeah. But he ends up like kind of being like, did he do it? Did he not? And it's like it's kind of tough to tell whether or not he like was actually a pedophile or not. It's really good.
Oh,
I
he
would
was
check it
actually an
out.
ephebophile. He's like, no, they are developed. They're just not 18 yet.
Yeah.
He's a
And by the way, by
sapiophile.
profiling a clown, I mean covering President Bill Clinton.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow, wee, wow.
Yeah, what if Borat was Australian?
Wow, wee, wow. That is not a knife. My knife.
My knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's not a wife. This is a wife.
Good day.
There we go. That's good.
Yakshaman.
Yakjaman, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, bloomin' onion?
You did remind me of something funny. I think I saw this like a year ago. My dear friend of the show, Tony Casillas, posted something that was like,
Friend of the show, Tony Casillas.
friend of the show, Tony Casillas. Tony, I love you. I'll come to your podcast.
Tony, a.k.a. Alternate universe Dalton, where he's happy.
yeah. I'll come.
He
to
really looks just like you, but he's smiling and all this.
Tony, I'll
photos.
come to your podcast. If I remember correctly, it's called The Successful Boys. And
Is that really what it's called?
No.
Oh, yeah, The Quiet Boys.
The Quiet Boys, yeah. But he posted, it was like something like, I'm so excited to be hitting the road with Orny Adams. And it's like, dude, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're getting work. But did you watch the movie?
That one that caused drama.
Yeah.
That was like so stoked to open for Jeremy Piven.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, no, you're not.
I mean, honestly, that's where Tony is actually better than me in that regard. Because if I had to work with any of these fucking clowns, I would not post about it. I wouldn't be excited to work with them. I would be like bummed.
I'd be excited. It'd be fun to do like a sold out show.
I'm always
and do
happy.
road gigs with a headliner.
I'm always happy when I get work. Like,
But it's pretty transparent that like I don't know Tony. I'm sure he's a great guy, but it's like posts like that are always just like kind of just like I want to brag.
It's not like I've been working my whole life to be able to open for Jeremy Piven, and now tonight my dreams come to fruition.
No,
Unless
it's just
Tony-
like I want to brag that I'm opening for headliners.
honestly, Tony might be that guy. Tony might be the guy who
does seem
worked his whole life to open for Jeremy.
for Jeremiah
Piven.
Watkins.
Yeah, and his dream. That's the thing about dreams is if your dream is to open for a sexual predator, it'll come true. If you work hard enough.
Yeah, my dream was to sit across in middle school. My dream was to talk to Anthony Cumia, and guys, it came true.
That is weird to grow up being a fan of O&A and then go into the Compound Studios and realize,
Yeah, what?
it's all dead.
Oh, I heard that the FBI went there to question Chrissy Mayer because she was at the Capitol. I know.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's unconfirmed. Like some people say it's true, some people say it's not. But how great would it be if it's true?
That
if the
would- that
FBI
would
went
be
to
so
fucking
funny,
Compound
dude.
Media?
Yikes.
It's also crazy that they think anyone who was just there that day was part of the riot. It's like,
She like called in Hot Water that day and was like, yeah, I'm like on top of a building. Like, oh God, dude.
it was a Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, she was on top of Wendy's.
Yeah. She kind of looks like the Wendy's girl.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, Chrissy Mayer does look like Wendy. She's the alt-right Wendy.
But I don't
Wait,
know.
like the Wendy's when they hired the actress to portray Wendy, or like I'm a real Wendy. Remember that? Like when Dave Thomas died and his daughter Wendy Thomas started doing commercials like, "Hi, I'm the real Wendy."
Oh, the fat Wendy?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember Fat Wendy?
Dude, it was disheartening. Like
It
they
was-
they ran that ad for like maybe a year, and then they got such negative feedback. They recast it, and they hired like this cute 20-something
dude.
redhead.
Well,
I remember the hot redhead.
Well, do you-
I
Kurt-
love
Kurt
redheads.
Metzger's a
If we
great-
have any redhead woman listeners, hit me up.
Kurt Metzger has a great joke about that on one of his specials where he's like,
Oh, Wendy. No, okay. So
Don't-
Wendy's out there.
Wendy.
No, okay. No. You
Look,
look at Wendy.
look, she was a bigger girl, but I still would have fucked her.
I still want to fuck her. Oh.
Yeah, it's a good bit, man.
Thank you.
He does have a good bit about that where he's like, they brought in the real Wendy and she was like, oh, it's me, Wendy. And then 2 weeks later, they got a hot Wendy and 3 new salads.
Kurt's the man. He kind of does he do like comedy at all?
He'll be
He-
back.
He does. I mean,
I feel like he had such a great like few years, and then he got canceled.
I think-
and
I
then
think
it was like,
he-
and then I think it kind of destroyed him.
I think he got
That
pushed.
sucks.
He was getting put like because he got canceled early on, like before it became like
For a Facebook status, that was it.
before canceling became a hashtag, and I think he was getting pushed into the same realm as like Ben Shapiro and Gina Carano. Like because that's what happens when you get canceled. You get pushed further to the edge.
Right.
But he never wanted to. It seems like he never wanted to go that far.
Yeah.
But he also didn't want to come back.
Well,
so he's like
he's one of those.
He's in the world between worlds.
He's one of those liberals who hates Democrats more than Republicans. You know what I mean? Like it's a very weird space he occupies because he doesn't like MAGA and he doesn't like. But I think he hated Biden more than Trump.
But I do think getting canceled probably like fucked with him.
Yeah, for sure.
knows?
Because when you get canceled, then like the Republicans are the only ones that will like.
There's got to be something else to call it. I genuinely
Canceled makes it sound like too trivial.
I hate that term. I hate all the terms.
Well, and then like people
Cancel.
always say, and then people are like, "There's no such thing as cancel culture. It's not a real fucking thing."
It's like yes, it is.
It's like it's absolutely because like everyone's like
But
cancel this fucking guy.
That infuriates me because the goalposts have completely moved. For a long time, I was like, "There's no such thing as cancel culture," and now they're like, "Cancel culture? Okay, yeah, it's real, but it's good. It's consequence culture." It's like I don't want my consequences to be doled out by fucking Twitter pressure. And also, you moved, so you were lying or you were wrong, and you just moved the goalpost. I'm sorry, Bill Burr got canceled
It's like
again today.
Super Mario.
He's not
World.
going to get canceled
No.
though because he has his own thing.
That getting in trouble on Twitter is different. That's getting dragged. I hate these terms, but
That's what I'm saying. That's honestly my point. Is like all of these things that are happening have been prescribed cutesy little terms like cancel culture and drag, cringe, SJW, all this shit, and it feels so fucking stupid to talk about because I hate saying that.
I feel like 16-year-old girl invented all these terms, and now we're in like the 16-year-old girls America.
I almost can't take it seriously because I hate saying woke and cancel culture and all these fucking dumb.
I remember when I first heard because the first guy I heard what that term was Aziz, and it was Aziz is canceled, and it's like I laughed at it. I was like,
he shouldn't have been on that bus. He knows he can't control
that bang
himself.
bus.
Yeah.
But
welcome to the bang bus, darling.
They got
Who are you? Get on the fucking bang bus.
The Bang Bus India.
Get on the bang bus. I won't blow your brains out.
Wow, Bang Bus India is good.
Bang bus India.
It's like a one woman gets on a bus with like 87 dudes, and then it's all baby girl this way, right over.
No, none of them are going to wear a condom.
Yeah, dude.
We do not use condom on Indian bang bus.
It's a beautiful culture.
On the
though.
Indian Bang Bus, no isn't an option.
Look at this one. She is walking alone.
But Bill Burr,
Why don't you get on the bus? Where are you going?
Get on the bus, baby girl.
in India, the Bang Bus is called public transportation.
It's just a guy holding his iPhone. We're like, yes, this is.
I was thinking about why India is so fucked up sexually, and it's totally because of arranged. It's two things.
Because the pussy be stinking.
Arranged marriage, and also no woman wants to fuck Indian guys.
That's true.
Ask any girl about who she thinks.
Why do you
most
think
ugly.
every Indian guy tries to act like a black guy?
Yeah. Well, dude, you have to be like a 10 Indian
That's
guy.
why Mindy Kaling's brother had to pretend to be black to get into college, but really it was just to get pussy.
Yeah. That's why Aziz did.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to be like a 10 out of 10 Indian guy to just be like a 6 out of 10 white guy. And then if you're a 3 out of 10 Indian guy, oh, you are fucked, my friend.
Who's the hottest Indian
Yeah,
guy?
better
Is it Salt
get real
Bae?
good at programming.
Who is the hot?
Salt. It's got to be Salt Bae.
Aladdin, dude.
What is Hassan Minaj? What is he?
I think he's
Pakistani.
Indian.
He's Pakistani.
No, he's Indian.
It doesn't matter.
Kumail
It's
is
the same- it's the
Pakistani.
same fucking thing.
No, don't say
No,
that.
they hate each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Damn, dude,
Pakistanis-
Asian cultures are nutty like that because, like, I'll say this as like an Asian person. It's like when they're like, "Oh, Chinese and Japanese," it's like it looks the same from like an American point of view.
Yeah.
That
You know? And,
was-
like, so it's
But
like
they hate each other.
It's like the culture behind it, it's understandable, but like as Americans, it's like everyone does like this. It's like
No.
the different tribes in all the different like continents in Africa. You know how everything's like fucking like cut up all fucking weird in Africa. Like, you know, there's like Chad and like and there's like the fucking Republic of the Congo and it's like a little fucking place inside this other and like they all fucking fight with each other, dude. It's all fucking
Afghanistan.
we're all-
Afghans hate they hate Iranians and Pakistanis, but Iranians don't hate Afghans back, but Pakistanis hate Afghans. It's like
Isn't it? It's like
it's
nuts.
like a hometown.
Yeah.
It's you know what it's like. It's like hometown drama, or even macro
like
level.
hometown trauma,
Like,
but kids get killed.
LA and San Francisco hate each other, right?
Yeah.
But to the rest of the country, it's all like those crazy
Those stupid
Californians. What are they
yeah.
all? Surf to school?
It's funny, and it's like, come on, folks. Like God made us in His image,
Yeah.
in His infinite love.
It's so funny but you just hate anyone who's near
Wait,
you.
which
but
race
a lot
is in
like
his
you.
image?
the white race.
Okay, thank you.
No, I thought he was a woman.
she is a black woman, and she
What are
is
God's pronouns? Are they she, her?
God,
she, them. His Majesty. I don't know what the.
God is a black woman, and she has blessed us with EBD cards and Arizona iced teas. Look upon our bountiful cornucopia of Welch's and scratch-offs. All right,
keep digging that hole, buddy. I like that you kept going.
I kept going.
That was amazing how many you can pull out of your hat.
Yeah, I was really black woman God.
Your ability to do specific racism is pretty goddamn good.
It is. Look, I've honed in. I've sharpened the sword. All right,
hone improvement.
Hone improvement. You remind me of something though about how Asian people all look the same.
Yeah.
I was watching it because I'm a film buff now, and I watched Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie.
I didn't see the first 6.
All right. Honestly, keep doing it. I like it. I'm liking it now. It was one of those bits that I really hated, and you kept doing it, and it's growing on me.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's my comedic style in a nutshell.
So I watched Seven Samurai.
Didn't see the first 6.
And there's a scene in it. There's a scene in it where Toshiro Mifune's character, the bandits have come, and he knocks one of them out and takes his face armor and puts it on, and all it does is cover like his forehead and the sides of his. It doesn't cover his face, and he goes up to one of the other bandits and fools him into thinking he's one of them, but it's like. No, so he's just an Asian guy wearing this armor. The guy didn't even notice that was a different guy. So clearly they can't even tell each other apart.
That just sounds like lazy. That just sounds like 50s screenwriting.
Maybe. Or maybe that's how it really is in Japan. They can't admit it because it would validate racists.
Remember that Family Guy joke where the Griffins go to Japan and they're like, oh my God, it's Ethan Hawke. Like that.
Oh man, this show really is just thinking about all the good Family Guy.
You know what though? So many comics shit on Family Guy, and I want to lead the war.
You got me back on the Family Guy train because I swore off of it for years, and I started watching. I watched that episode recently where it was the Terminator one, and I was like, I kind of like this.
It's funny. It's a good show. It's super hit and miss, but when it hits, it's really fun. I'm like. That South Park episode came out and everyone was like, yeah, Family Guy sucks. But I'm like, no. It's a funny ass show.
Family Guy is pretty funny.
Yeah.
American Dad too.
I love American Dad.
Dad's really good.
Yeah.
I love
Seth
American
MacFarlane acts, his voice acting is really good as Roger because he does Roger as and Roger does a bunch of different characters. So the layers of Roger doing other voices is like, how is he doing this?
Yeah.
This is like
Seth
actually
MacFarlane
really
please never come out of the closet because we think the pain that's inside of you is what's creating such funny moments
I'm
for
actually a gay guy.
he is gay.
Of course. He wants, Stewie and Brian are just his two sides.
Yeah. I'm not gay. I just like musicals.
I like and tap dancing.
Yeah. A little showmanship isn't gay.
But you know what? We need more gay guys who are into super straight white guy humor like Seth MacFarlane is. He's kind of like a Tim Dillon.
Yeah, he's successful, cute Tim Dillon.
Yeah. Tim Dillon today. Should we not talk shit about
him?
What he said?
Tim Dillon today was like, he was
say?
like, has anyone noticed how the pandemic coverage is totally shifted ever since Biden got elected? It's like, yeah, because there's a fucking vaccine, you moron. Of course they're going to be more optimistic in the press. What?
Robbie is treading on some dangerous waters.
What? Also, the media has not been that much. They've been very doom
You're
and
going
gloom.
after the big dog now, Tim Dillon. Come on, dude.
I just don't like, but it's also like Tim Dillon tweeted out like a year ago. He was like, we can't just lock down. We're such a selfish country. And then 6 months ago, he was doing like unmasked, like indoor shows.
Well,
and it's like, all right. So if anyone should be in trouble for changing their tune on a dime, it should be you, dude. Like I just
He
don't
said we can't lock down. And he was going out and doing comedy. That seems consistent.
No,
enough.
he said we should lock down.
Oh,
at first
yeah.
he was like, I can't believe we're not locking down. We're such a selfish fucking country. And then he immediately was out doing shows.
Here's the thing. I don't, and I'm guilty of tweeting myself, but I don't think anyone should ever tweet.
But he has a huge Twitter.
But it's just when you take to that platform and start making like actual statements. I don't know, man.
That's the thing. It's like, why?
That's fucking insane.
I also
to
hate
me.
that there's no joke attached. It's just like real, like political gotcha statements, and it's like, Just make a joke.
It's-
I mean,
it's-
he's funny when he's doing.
he's a funny
that's the
guy.
thing, he's incredibly funny. So when he does that kind of thing, and there's this joke attached, I was like, I don't agree with that, but that made me laugh, and I like that. But when it's just like trying to like get them catch, it's like, why are you a political pundit?
There's tons of like
that.
super funny people who take to that website and use it just to espouse their actual beliefs.
Right, there's-
it's like this is not the
It's
place.
this-
This is the place to post like Shrek memes,
Family
and
Guy bits you liked.
yeah, Family Guy gifs, scumbags. It's
Patton Oswalt does the same goddamn thing, but on the other side, where it's just like, you know, liberal bullshit with no joke attached. Where he's like, I love Biden, derp, derp, derp. And it's like, first of all, that's the problem. Like, this binary thinking is all because of Twitter, and it's just all trying to like catch the other side in hypocrisy and shit like that. And I really hate it.
Now look, if you made a video of Joe Biden and Jill Biden together, but you replaced Jill Biden with Fiona, then I'm on board with
That's
whatever,
funny.
with whatever it is you're saying. If you put a Shrek character into,
I actually don't like Shrek shit. I think it's alt hack at this
you
point.
don't like Shrek?
I love Shrek, but I think ironic Shrek jokes are really hack. Like Tim and Eric have been
course.
doing that for 12 years.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's just such a go-to like alt girl
Much
thing.
like-
Like, oh, I love Shrek. Shrek, like, you know, ironically liking Shrek.
here's
is,
the thing.
like,
Much
such a-
like Six Samurai, you just keep doing it until it's funny again.
That's true.
So it's like we gotta suffer through Shrek jokes being hack to get back to Shrek jokes being funny.
I think I'm over irony. Isn't that ironic?
Your post
I'm post
irony.
irony.
Oh, wow.
I'm into sincerity and authenticity now.
Me too, man. I'm all about
Me
just
three.
being real,
Yes.
sharing my feelings.
Joe
Absolutely.
especially.
Absolutely. Open book, man. Heart on my sleeve.
I think there's just like that detached like
You should get that checked
these
out.
guys
Joe.
with Twitter names like Twitter names like
Joe has a case of heart on sleeve. You go to a doctor, man. Your heart's supposed to be in your chest.
Joe, you're gonna want to sit down for this. You have a chronic case of being a sweetheart.
Which means like you're super diabetic.
yeah.
You have a sweet heart.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. No.
Patrice died of being a sweetheart.
We don't know how you're. Patrice died. Ah, shit. Doctor says I got a sweetheart.
Bitch, I know. Her name is Von DiCarlo.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Rest in Patrice.
Did you see that
Patrice.
documentary?
Yeah,
I did.
watched
I was
it.
just talking about I actually only watched the first half because I could tell but I could tell that they were like totally downplaying Opie and Anthony and like and I was like, that's such a big part of his career and how most people got into him, and it's like fucked up to
Look, I'm also off of documentaries. Documentaries now are really fucking bad.
it's just so ironic. Joe got a great point about how they completely pretended he wasn't friends with Louis when Louis was like such a big part
They
of
glossed
Friends
over that.
and shit.
Another crazy thing that I realized that they didn't include in the documentary was that like when he was like a teenager in his like early 20s, he was accused of raping a woman.
Right,
And like
right.
that was like a huge he was like falsely accused of rape.
Yeah.
And how like that fucked up his whole opinion on women
Yeah.
and the justice system and being and like they don't even touch on that
They
at
didn't
all.
touch on they didn't touch on any of his actual opinions. They just praised him for having great opinion or like
They praised him
don't-
for being gutsy and saying his opinion, but they didn't say like the opinions
like-
he was saying. They would have been like, "Look, we don't support this at Comedy Central, and like this isn't the type of humor."
I
we
know.
endorse."
I really think if he was the same guy now as he was in 2010, Comedy Central would not. The only way he could be in Comedy Central in 2021 is him dying. You know what I mean? Like he's what he did. Like there's no mainstream for that anymore. And
I don't know if I even enjoy. Like, I don't think I enjoy documentaries about entertainers or artists because I think like
I liked
the
it as a
work-
tribute to Patrice, especially the first half about his stand-up career.
I
But
just think if you're an artist, the work you do should speak for itself. I don't need to see the origin story. I don't need to see the Clarice of this guy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like because he died, it's a nice tribute and like an explainer for people who don't know or care who he is. Really.
but that wasn't a nice explainer for it. That's the
No,
other-
it was
I'd
it was
say-
like a bloated suck fest.
Yeah.
they
They didn't really get to it. There is something very ironic about them making a Patrice documentary and sanitizing it for Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole time praising how he would never sanitize anything.
It's
for
like a Patrice
corporate.
documentary
Well, like,
without Louis.
There was also
or Anthony.
there was also like that Better Than You documentary that was supposed to come out like what 5 or 6 years ago.
I think this was the same thing.
Yeah, but like they cut out like a lot of the stuff is what I've also read was like a lot of the original footage that they shot. Like they needed to like reshoot for Comedy
Well,
Central.
to be fair, it was
too.
like 5-year-old footage, so it was probably like shot on like a handy cam or something.
Yeah, but I bet it was probably like a more authentic opinion of Patrice.
you know,
than, like, this
you know what's a
watered
good
down.
documentary? Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Of the Loud Boys, who do you think is going to be the first to die?
It's gonna be you, Joe.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you'll get like hit by.
no.
You'll get hit by a car.
Well, who do you think, Joe?
I think Dalton.
Why do you think it'd be me?
Because you're depressed. I think you're going to kill yourself.
No,
even
I'm
if,
not
like,
depressed
you,
anymore. dude.
Even
I
if you
feel
turn
good.
around your life.
I feel good.
Yeah, but it waxes and
great.
wanes.
No, I think you're gonna like be in a horrific accident.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind?
Well, I'm glad it's not me. That's all I'll say.
No, Robbie's gonna live a slow, painful, long life.
Probably, yeah.
Robbie has to do like the documentaries, the sanitized documentaries for myself. And
Yeah, look,
Dalton.
dude.
I'm like-
no matter
I'm
what
like-
happens, Joe and I are gonna hit the bricks before you. We're getting out of here.
And I'll be doing my Opie radio
Yeah.
by myself.
We got-
damn,
we got-
remember when I had funny partners and co-hosts?
We got like this podcast with Patrice going. It's called Heaven's Cool. With Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, we're up in
Wow, that's great.
we're up in heaven talking about how to get angel pussy. Talking about look, here's how you gotta talk to an angel. You can't be fawning all over these angels. These angels ain't shit.
Kevin Brennan's in hell bitching about how he can't get booked on Heaven's Cool. No, I'm serious. I came up with the name and everything. It was my name.
Kevin Brennan goes to hell for not respecting his younger brother.
Yeah. What? I would have thought that God hated Neil. I thought Neil was the devil. No, it's ridiculous.
When I called the show Burning Bridges, it didn't mean I like fire.
I should be in heaven right now. No, it's serious. Is this because of Lenny? Do you ever watch that guy Mike from Red Bar?
No.
Oh, I love. Yeah, I've been watching that.
I've been watching so much Red Bar,
He's
dude.
so funny. Just how like he's like people ask me what my favorite comedian is. I don't like comedy.
Yeah.
Why do I do?
But he'll also, there's no comic too obscure for him to spend like hours on, dude. He'll be like, Jeremiah Watkins, look at this beauty here, ladies and gentlemen. He's real fucked up. He doesn't look like it, but he's fucked up. He's worse than Cumia. And he's like an hour of that. It's like, dude, Jeremiah? I mean, it's super entertaining for me, but it's like, what is this guy's life that he's on this show for 9 hours just talking about fucking people I know? Like,
Jeremiah was a Watkins.
I did that on the show.
Oh,
on
did
the
you?
episode.
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
Dalton,
Yeah.
you fucking joke thief.
Have you seen Six Samurai?
I have a nightmare.
I'm trans. How you gonna eat a bat? Oh no! We're going back to our births.
Joker Rogan.
We're actually doing a Scientology council session right now. We're trying to remember our births, but first we have to go back through all the bits. We gotta go through the bits to get to the birth.
Benjamin Butt Sex.
Benjamin Button. What? Have we done that? Are you pulling clips that haven't happened?
No, I'm saying we're going back in time, but we're gay.
Oh, okay.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, Benjamin Butt Sex about the old gay baby. Oh, Lord.
Excuse me, boys. Who's got a pacifier? And I don't mean for my mouth. Plug me up. I'm a gay baby and I'm old.
I know he's a baby, but he's so old. I mean, why should I be able to fuck him, right? I'm trying to get my ass eaten by this baby.
Delia's like,
Yeah, what's going
Delia's
on?
like, what do I do?
Yeah, what's going on? Is anybody gonna eat this baby's ass?
Is that Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening?
What's happening? I'm trying-
Is that a baby I can fuck? Can I eat his ass?
Can I? Look, either I'm eating this baby. I'm losing the voice now.
Oh, I'm eating the baby's ass.
Yeah.
No, it's legal.
Yeah, it's legal because he's actually old. He's technically a baby, but he's actually 100.
No, man.
Old.
Yeah, man, it's great. I'm doing great. I just fucked a baby in the ass. No, it's legal.
It's legal. It's legal in Delaware.
He's like 100 years old.
You can fuck a baby as long as you're at Wawa.
It's okay to fuck a baby.
As long as it's old. Ian, we love you. Come back on the show.
Come back on the show.
Please stop eating that baby's ass and come back on the Loud
No,
Boys.
he will. He had like an okay time.
He'll be back, dude. Everyone comes back.
Did you guys watch that new Dalia
Yes.
episode?
No.
I listened to it. First of all, it took him like a 1 minute to bring up his fucking kid. And then he just talked about like being a dad for 30 minutes, which is kind of fucking boring. But then he was like, all my friends abandoned me. And I was like, hell yeah, that's what I came here for.
Yeah, it's
dude.
like, come on, dude. You should have opened with that.
Yeah, I know. But he only like muttered little things like, okay, I got cut out of a movie, so whatever. Like it was just like, but then he's like, but anyway, back to my kid, man. Kids are great. I love being a dad.
Yeah, we
being
know
a
you
nice
think
guy.
that, dude.
Yeah. Damn, life rips, huh?
Life
Damn,
rips.
it's like,
Oops.
It's funny how he's pretending that it's all like organic, but he clearly had this plan from the beginning. Like he was like, I'm gonna go away for a while, then I'm gonna like pretend to be a dad and I'm changed. I'm a faithful husband. I'll get my podcast back. But he like pretends he's like, I don't know, should I do my podcast? Should I? All right, well, I guess I'm just figuring this out. You know, it's all so inauthentic. It's kind of amazing.
Thank God his baby's a son and not a daughter.
Oh my God, he'd want to fuck that baby.
That's kind of crazy. It was like crazy, like when you actually like read like the lawsuit. It's like, whoa.
What happened? I didn't read it.
I mean, basically, like he was telling this like 17-year-old to come to his hotel room. He was watching her in the hallway. She brought a friend to the hotel room, and then he texted the girl saying like, your friend needs to leave. And then like as soon as her friend left, he opened the door, so he was like watching her through the keyhole.
That's eyes wide shut. That's super eyes wide shut.
I mean, this is all like allegedly. But this is like based on the.
But it's on a
laws.
court document.
Yeah.
We're allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, I hope.
I actually know one of the guys who's named in that lawsuit.
Oh no,
Michael Lenoci.
Oh no, Michael, why?
Michael, why? What the fuck?
Come on,
dude?
Michael, you couldn't hit us up for a little taste instead?
It's so funny that just being in Dalia's proximity gets you like associated in this like world of darkness.
Of sex crime.
Can you believe that?
So imagine
crazy.
like
just being like a young comic who's like, I don't know, yeah, I guess I just like help him rape.
Chris
I don't have a choice, dude.
Yeah.
Larkness.
Do you think that shit was going on when he was like doing Undateable on NBC?
I think so.
Do you think those comics would have done anything about that?
I think they probably didn't know because that was just a job. But I think the people went.
No, Funches was in on it. Ron Funches was in on it, dude.
Do you want me to help you rape, Chris?
Hey, Chris, you know,
Chris.
I'd love to come over and help you fuck a 13-year-old, but I got to take care of my autistic son.
I helped Chris rape today. It was fun. That's a fake nice guy, I feel like. Why am I talking so much shit? I don't know.
Ron Funches, if you're listening, you're great.
He's actually, you know what? I met him once and he was really
You're
nice.
great
He was very,
as
very
King
nice.
Shark and Harley Quinn, but everything else you do fucking sucks. So, shout out to Ron Funches.
Let's aim our sights on people who deserve it, like Ian Carmel.
Yeah,
Just
that
kidding,
guy
just
just
kidding.
sucks all around. What has he done?
The Late Show.
Did he invent caramel?
He writes for James Corden, Dalton. Are you saying you don't like James Corden's show?
I don't.
Remember when James Corden cried because people called him fat? And he was like, I can't believe people.
I can't believe that people will be right.
Oh, this is a bit mean, isn't it? This is what rude it is.
What? If I can't come to this country and be successful with no talent, then why am I even in the show business?
That's a bit rude, isn't it?
That's a bit rude, isn't it? All right, maybe I had an extra piece of toast with beans on it, but that doesn't even reflect my character. I still deserve respect. It's me, James Corden.
It's so funny because he's like, if you go on Weight Watchers, one of the first people, like celebrity guys, is James Corden. It's like, why are you putting some fat guys? You're Weight Watchers spokesman.
Because it's like, it's supposed to be like, look, it's just supposed to make you feel good. It's not supposed to work.
Oh, I can't wait to get a body like James Corden.
God, remember when Jason Alexander Jr., he was the voice of Weight Watchers for a hot minute too?
Oh,
like they were
yeah,
trying to rebrand it for, it's like, hey, it's not just like overweight housewives that are using Weight Watchers, normal overweight men.
Yeah, fat
But like
dudes.
people are like, I think I'm just gonna be cool being fat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's not worth it. Fucking, can you imagine drinking a Weight Watcher shake for lunch?
Shit, man, I'm watching my weight. I see every time I look in the mirror. I don't know why I did that.
The Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers. Yeah.
But like, yeah, James Corden sucks. Cause like all he does is just like, oh, I do carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
And like that's it. And like he doesn't even drive the car. Like they just have it. They have a tow truck drive them. So they're just singing.
We should do carpool karaoke.
Also, if you go on Reddit, there's an AMA. It's like, I'm James Corden, ask me anything, and it's all just people like, hey James, you were a fucking piece of shit to me, and you were a dick to me on this set. So it just, he must be that big of a piece of shit that many fucking people commented
Guys,
that he's like a rude asshole.
Dude, I think like that's isn't it kind of crazy? Like
Google that, by the way. It's a great read if you listeners. James Corden's Reddit AMA. It's fantastic.
It's so crazy because like part of like being stand-up comedy is just like being personal and like connecting with people. So it's so funny that like when you get to a certain level of fame, you just become a piece of shit. Thank you, Dalton.
Do you think fame makes people? Do you think fame makes people a piece of shit, or that it?
There you go.
Or that it? You know what's crazy about D'Elia is, on his podcast, he kind of comes across as like a normal guy with regular opinions, like one that not like.
It's chart. Yeah, there we go.
And so it's crazy that he was like living this psycho celebrity kind of life when he was so good at like at least presenting like he was just a fucking regular dude who was as critical as us as like the shit Hollywood celebrities do. Like he would criticize like other Hollywood celebrities for being like out of it and being like, do you know what I mean? Did you ever listen to the show? Like he was pretty good at like criticizing.
Trying to pretend to be like, oh, I'm just like a fucking regular guy.
Yeah. There's even that clip going around where he got like a question that was like, would you ever go to like a high school girl? He's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking go to a high school or a college party. He's like, no, I would never go to a college party after a show. That's just asking for trouble.
Well, there was also a thing where like there was also a thing where like someone was like talking about like the pedophilia sex ring in Hollywood, and he was trying to play it off like, yeah, there's people in Hollywood that want to have sex with kids.
That's
funny. I bet that's going. Yeah, there's fucking parties and stuff, and people are just sending text messages. Yeah, you think that's what's going on, bro? Bro, really?
My favorite thing he said, he's like, the only thing going on in Hollywood is and action. But to be fair to D'Elia, all of his pedophile stuff, it was all on the road, so it wasn't actually in Hollywood. So.
Oh, and like that's
dude,
like
hold on. We need to just say what we're actually saying. That whole crew of people, D'Elia, Theo Vaughn, Brendan Shaw, Brian Count, James Corden. they all just.
He's part of the Death Squad. I'm Death Squad England edition.
I'm in the Death Squad.
Tell me more about DMT, isn't it? I'd like to hear more about these ayahuasca retreats.
Oh, British shop, we got that. We got the fighter and the kid.
Carpool MMA.
So you mean to tell me that if I could just eat only meat and I'll lose weight?
Oh, that means I got bangers. I
can eat all the bangers I want and still lose weight.
I'm here with Jordan Peterson. Jordan.
I'm here with Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard. Why are the Dems out of their minds?
Yeah, but
what were you gonna say?
So that whole crew sucks. They're not funny, and they appear to be empty husks of human beings.
I think that's the thing. It's like I think I've liked Tim Dillon a little less since he became part of that crew. I think it like encourages like this weird Joe Rogan sociopath.
They seem like the party boys of comedy. Like they're not particularly funny.
Chris Pontius?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's honestly, Steve-O.
I feel like the only one who fucks with Rogan and is like beyond it is Bill Burr.
I will say Tim Dillon is legitimately very funny.
Because it's like we like to have
the rest of Theo Vaughn's funny, but the rest of them are horrific.
Here's the thing:
bad.
we like to have a good time. We also like health and how to be healthy.
D'Elia was actually one of the funnier guys in that crew, and
he was funny. Like I hated his stand-up, but like
sucked. But
his his riffing and like his work, the way he plays off other people on podcasts and keeps the energy going.
Him shitting on Callan was legitimately very funny.
I just don't think any of these people are particularly smart or interesting. No, they seem like airheads.
It reminds me of the bros from high school.
Yeah, they seem like fucking idiots.
Rogan, I respect him as a broadcaster and what he's been able to build, but he's not funny. His stand-up sucks.
His stand-up is awful.
Robbie,
so of course he's friends.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
sorry. No, I say it with the utmost.
Robbie, please cut this off.
As a broadcaster, I have the utmost respect for Joe Rogan. That being said, of course he's friends with shitty comics because he's a shitty comic. You know?
Yeah.
We would love to do the show.
Hey, everybody,
Joe,
that's the end of the.
We love to do the show.
How you gonna eat it back?
Dude, we are manic. This episode's manic.
Dude. I mean, you're right. I don't particularly find Rogan funny, or a lot of those people. They don't. I would never go see any of those people.
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I would love to open for them.
It blows me away.
If any of them asked me to, I'd be like, these guys rule. I'm having a great time.
Well, we already said we would open for Jeremy Piven.
Holmgren opened for Schaub and said that it was like the best crowd he'd ever had. So the crowds are good.
They're open and shut case, folks.
Dude,
open and Schaub.
Dude, I mean, the only people dumber than those guys are audiences. Like audiences are
dumb.
Yeah,
they'll
very
go see fucking
stupid.
Kid from Kid and Play just because they know he's like
fucking
was in a movie.
Screech.
Yeah. It's like
TJ Miller is never not going to be able to do stand up.
An audience. Let's talk about the craft of
Tense fingers.
Let's talk about the craft of comedy. No.
My name is DeCraft Comedy.
I don't know. I feel like the performer brings together the audience that they deserve, and the guys like that just draw huge crowds of dumbasses, and because it's like I don't think people are dumb necessarily. Like I think if I'm on stage, everyone in the audience is a genius at that moment because I'm leading them,
right,
guiding them,
right.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm saying. It's not even dumb people. It's just regular dudes like that stand up. It's a lot of male coworkers who like that stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I wish I was.
That's fine. There should be a market.
I kind of wish
there's
I
a
was
reason.
that guy.
There's a fucking reason. There's a market for that.
I would be much happier if I was that guy.
Bert Kreischer's for like
I'm too smart.
Frat guys who are like who peaked in high school. That's who likes Bert Kreischer.
Yeah,
and you know what? I honestly think that's fine. Those guys are probably never going to be my crowd. So it's like I don't know. Maybe they would be, but it's like that. There's room for everybody. I feel like Bill Burr has kind of scooped up Louis' crowd, right?
That's what Zach said when we were.
No, he said Bert Kreischer. I think.
Oh no,
I think it's
Kreischer.
Bill Burr. Because he's getting like invited to all like those like legacy media things that Louis would have gotten. Like he did the Grammys today, and he was like, "I bet all these fucking feminists are pissed off that a cis white man is doing these awards." And then like he got dragged on Twitter today because of that.
I mean, Bill Burr.
It's so funny. Every 6 months, there's just some people who watch like an awards show or SNL like, "Who is this fucking guy? I hate him."
That's the thing,
and that's what's funny about them giving him the Louis spots because Louis just go up there and be like, "I love Hillary, she's great," and they'd be like, "I like this guy," but Bill Burr goes up there and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you and your fucking stupid awards."
That's the thing, man. Bill Burr is proof that all you have to do is just not rape. His only crime is race mixing.
Good night, everybody.
You're right, Dalton.
I think his black wife is like a great shield for him because everyone.
Let's cut that out.
All right.
Let's get rid of that.
Really?
No, it's good.
I don't know, dude. Who cares?
All right.
It bombed so hard. I just thought it was gonna be funnier.
It is fine. We're just so deep in the episode. We said it all.
It's all been done.
I was hoping that was gonna be like a big punch. It was gonna get all of our goats, but man, that tanked.
You'll get him next time.
That joke sucked. I'm sorry, Bill.
It was funny.
Bill, I'm sorry. I don't mean that.
It was funny. I'm just too in my head about what I'm gonna say next.
I think we all are. Let's wrap up with some improv games.
All right.
And
Zip, zap, zop.
We'll do a little zip because that's the thing about podcasting.
Tim Dillon, I'm sorry. I would love to open for you.
That's the thing about podcasting and.
Should I cut that out?
Yeah, we should cut out. We should actually probably just cut the whole episode.
Do you want to?
Because I'm like, maybe that.
We made a lot of enemies.
We're
in this
warmed up
one.
now. We're ready to run. Let's
All right, yeah, let's do it. We've been doing this.
I'll cancel my dinner plans.
Honestly, we probably should. Let's do that. Let's just do a full hour starting now.
All right.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Loud Boys. As always, we are Robbie, Goodwin, Dalton, Pruitt, and Joe Gorman.
Dude, I fucking hate Tom Segura.
Why?
I can't stand that motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like Mexican or some shit.
Segura.
Oh no! All right, read it. Oh yeah, restart it again.
I thought people liked Tom Segura.
No, he's great, dude. I was just.
Christina Pazitsky.
Yeah, no, he's great.
She sucks.
We just hate all of their friends.
Yeah. What are you saying? Tony Hinchcliffe isn't funny?
Oh, he's awesome, man. That guy rocks.
Do you think all this shit talking is gonna like bite us in the ass?
Of course, we should not be.
I mean,
doing
maybe
this.
down the line, but not now, not for years.
Yeah, I'm nowhere close to opening for.
I mean,
And
these
like
people
honestly,
are
like, do
all-
you really think it's going to be like a thing where it's like, fuck, I'm not going to get to work with Brendan Schaub?
Here's the question, because it's like all these people are objectively more successful than us, but do we believe that they're more talented than us because of that?
I think they were just presented with different opportunities.
Because it's like There's
I'm worried
people.
someone's gonna like clip it and send it to them or something.
Who cares? Because there's genuinely there are comics I watch who are like have achieved a level of success that I have not, and I watch them and I'm like, I don't know what the path to succeeding is, but I'm definitely this guy's not more talented than me.
Yeah, dude.
I've been watching too much Red Bar, so I'm like, I'm gonna shit on everybody.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like what Red Bar even said was like they can't, they can't address it because that will just give him more fans.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
So like they're not going to address it because like they're going to look at this and be like, okay, look, they're barely like scraping by on 1,000 views on YouTube right now.
Right.
If they're going to address it, then our views will just fucking skyrocket.
That's a good point.
And then like most of the time it's like, look, the takes we're saying, like it's not like a fucking controversial enough take that somebody's
No, right,
you know?
yeah.
So-
Also, like none of these people are ever gonna tap me to open for them.
This
so
is
whatever.
like this is a very
Theo Vaughn's never gonna be like, I'm gonna pick Robbie Goodwin.
this is
Yeah,
a
let me just go through Robbie's entire catalog
Yeah.
of podcasts before I make this ultimate
Honestly,
decision.
this
It's
is-
more so that people. I've never had like an audience before, and so people love to like clip things and send it to them and start shit.
well. Here's the thing. Let's get serious.
Yeah.
Let's get serious. Did y'all watch that? The Alex
No,
Jones.
is that worth watching?
It's pretty funny.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll watch it.
But I never. He always
You
does
want Andrew
this-
Schultz podcast?
He always does this thing where he like distracts himself and he goes, "All right, let's get serious. Here's the deal." Now
I love Alex. He's a
fuck. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, what we are like when we shit on people like this, that is a very like when a comic doesn't have an audience thing to do.
Yeah.
Like that's a very we haven't found success yet thing because I feel like once you've achieved a level of comfort, you just don't care.
Right.
It's like we're all very itchy. We're angry.
We are angry at the
we're
industry
angry.
and the world and anyone who has more.
But
than
once-
us.
Watch out, world.
Yeah, once we start making an ounce of money, I'm gonna be like, yeah, of course, Theo, I'll come on your show.
Theo's great.
Oh,
Theo rocks. Yeah, he's awesome.
Friend of the pod.
Tony Hinchcliffe's sweetheart, and I don't
So-
mean it in the black way, where he has diabetes. He's a sweetheart,
Should we title the episode "America's Sweethearts"?
of course.
All right.
All right. Well, I have a dinner to get. I mean, we killed
Paul
it. This-
Blart, sweetheart.
Paul Blart, sweetheart.
Can we come to dinner with you, Dalton?
No,
Why?
you guys will embarrass me.
Why? Who are you seeing?
It's Ian.
Is it?
No.
Who are you seeing?
I'm going on a date with Ian.
Hey, you want to go eat some ass?
I'm,
All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
But thanks, everybody.
Wait, Dalton, do you have anything to plug?
do I?
No. All right. Good night.